big joints, big blunts, it's the Buckeye way. We rolling nothing but that loud Buckeye loud pack. Let's roll up Ohio. Heavy bass hits, horns rise, mastermind cannabis, Ohio Cannabis live. We here to unite. Let's light it up. Ohio where we roll high, big whips, big vibes, big joints, big blunts, Buckeye loud for life. From 216 to 614, we keep it lit. 330 and 740, we the ultimate. Nothing but that loud pack, the pride of the state. Roll it up, light it up, let's elevate. From Akron to Canton, Columbus to Dayton, Buckeye buzz so strong, there's no debating. You can see the smoke rise, we shining bright. Ohio loud got us glowing in the satellite light. Ohio Cannabis live, yeah, we here to stay. Uniting 88 counties in a major way. Let's roll up Ohio, let's toke and chill. Big blunts, big joints, yeah, you know the deal. Buckeye loud pack, we blazing the game. Ohio forever, remember the name. Let's roll up Ohio, we rollin' proud. You can see the smoke from space, it's that loud. From the fields to the streets, we feel the thrill. Ohio's the anthem, let's roll and chill. We on a whole new level, Ohio's the vibe. Big clouds in the sky, Buckeyes ride or die. From 419 to 513, we keep it tight. 937 and 440, we ignite. Big joints in Columbus, big blunts in the south. From Toledo to Cleveland, we lighten the loud. Ohio's united, this our time to shine. 88 counties reppin', all on the grind. Put it in a joint, light it and smoke it. Buckeye pride strong. Ohio's the focus. From I-70 to 71 we ride. Ohio Cannabis live, keeping us unified. Let's roll up Ohio, let's toke and chill. Big blunts, big joints, yeah, you know the deal. Buckeye loud pack, we blazing the game. Ohio forever, remember the name. Let's roll up Ohio, we rollin' proud. You can see the smoke from space, it's that loud. From the fields to the streets, we feel the thrill. Ohio's the anthem, let's roll and chill. Ohio, Ohio, let's rise together. Buckeye pride, yeah, it's now or never. Big clouds, big vibes, we set the tone. Ohio's
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Mastermind here for Ohio Cannabis Live. Welcome back to another live stream. Thank you all for being here. If you're new to my content, please do me a favor and hit the like, subscribe button. Give me just 1 second. I was still working on the screen. I was trying to download something and I messed up on it. And anyway, let me know what is going on in your neck of the woods. Tell me about the weather right now. It's been kind of cool. It's been kind of windy. I'd like to know how it's doing in your neighborhood right now. Be sure to let me know that in the comments, and let me know if you are currently medicating on something right now. I'd like to know exactly what that is in the comments. And today's show, as I had said in my preview, in my teaser video earlier, this is a big deal, and I don't want to waste your time. I'm not going to sit on here and jibber jabber with you all today, but I'm going to tell you, do me one thing at the beginning, and keep my good friend Simon Dunkel from Ohio Normal in your prayers. And just do that for me. And make sure you share the hell out of this video, especially if you ever got your card from Ohio Marijuana Card. So the first article I'm going to bring up is this one here. Lynch Carpenter investigates the Ohio Medical Alliance data breach. Okay. So I'm going to read this to y'all, so you could see this and understand where I'm getting all this information from. We're going to start making sure there's some context of some of the things that I'm telling y'all, and I'm going to bring you the receipts. So this is dated from August 2022 at 3 p.m. today. So everybody's going to be jumping on this story by the time it's all said and done. And there's more stuff. This is just the beginning. But it says here, the Ohio Ohio Medical Alliance, or OMA, or also known as Ohio Marijuana Corp, recently announced a cybersecurity incident which impacted the personal information of hundreds of thousands of patients and employees. The information potentially impacted in the data breach includes names, date of births, home addresses, social security numbers, and driver license scans, medical intake forms, anxiety, PTSD assessments, physician certifications, and other personal information. So here's where I'm at with this, y'all. Here's where I'm at. I'm gonna get right to this. I smell class action lawsuit. What y'all smelling? So in the comments right now, I'm waiting on y'all's reactions to this news. This is some major news that I'm bringing to y'all, and I really want to get y'all's reaction to this because I'm not shocked. I heard this is not the first one. But the confusion that you're going to hear is this millions and 900 million, 900,000 people thing narrative. And that's not actually accurate. What it is, y'all know, we only had like 160,000, 150,000 patients ever. We ain't never had no 900,000 people in the Ohio Medical Cannabis Program. And I can very clearly say that that did not happen. So what's really happening here, and I've got another article I'm gonna bring up in addition to this one because this isn't just one article. This is many articles of the same story, same bad news. This one here is from Wired.com, uh, and the title of this one is "Highly Sensitive Medical Cannabis Patient Data Exposed by Unsecured Database." So this is kind of what, and there's, here on this one. I'm zoom in on it so I can even see it, read it myself. Um, this one, hold on, I'm trying to get it just right. Okay, it says here, as legal cannabis has expanded around the United States for both recreational and medical use, companies have amassed troves of data about customers and their transactions. People who have applied for medical marijuana cards have had to share, particularly personal health data to qualify. For some patients in Ohio who use medical weed, a recent data exposure could impact their sensitive information. Security researcher Jeremiah Fowler found a publicly accessible database in mid July that appeared to contain medical records, mental health evaluations, physical reports, and images of IDs like driver's licenses for people seeking medical cannabis cards. The 320 gig trove stored close to a million records, including social security numbers, email, and addresses, physical addresses, dates of birth, and medical data, all organized by name. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it right there by saying, what in the beep 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 beep? What? Ohio marijuana card? I'm calling you out. What and why you owe us an explanation why you did not secure our data? I used Ohio marijuana card. I was one of their first customers. And so this is a really big deal. I know it don't seem like it, but if you use the Ohio Marijuana card, they are saying that all your business is now out there. This is a huge problem. It's a major problem. So, I mean, I know there's only 10 people watching this, 8 people watching this, and it's Friday, the weather's nice, but this is important information for y'all to know about. And this is an important story. And I think maybe the title wasn't just say it, but Ohio medical cannabis data breach. I'm going to change the title of this video to, because I feel like like people aren't getting it. Like there isn't. I mean, right now it says here 50% of um you used Ohio marijuana card at some point, and so that means that your information has been breached. So now what happens next? And this is where I think we need to really, really, really drill down is, what about the responsibility? Who's going to pay for our information being put to the World Wide Web. And I think that's where we all had to start thinking, wait a minute, they just gave our information away. They wasn't protecting it in the first place. They wasn't taking it seriously. And this is something that I think here's what I would say. If you are one of the people watching this video and you used Ohio marijuana card or medical alliance or whatever they're going by, I encourage you to call their office. I heard they're still operating here in Ohio, and question them about this and say, what say you? It's on Ohio Cannabis Live, it's on Wired, it's all over the internet. It's going to be even bigger by the end of the weekend. This is going to be one of the biggest stories about medical cannabis, about data, and about our information. And I just want to explain this why this is important for people who may not get this. As a medical cannabis patient, our information is protected by HIPAA. HIPAA is what protects your confidential medical information. This is rules and laws that we're talking about. And there is going to be some accountability, and there's going to need to be an investigation to understand what happened, what went wrong, and exactly who. And you have a right as a consumer to be notified if your personal information has been exposed. So Ohio marijuana card, they need to notify us in writing whether or not we were impacted by this data breach. This is data breach 101. I've been in so many data breaches. I know what to tell you. I know what to expect. Hey, Mama Mastermind, this chipped in, checked in. What's up, Mama Mastermind? I see you on there. And I see the numbers is going up. We're up to 60% of people who say um, no, they have not used Ohio marijuana card. So that's an interesting thing. But I think just for those who are just tuning into this, we're up to 11 viewers, and I'm going to keep open this title. I really think I'm going to change this title because I think I need to be specific and not vague. Um, that you know this this information has happened. I mean, I think that people tuning in and not seeing this, um, I'm gonna change this title, man. Right while we're live, y'all. I'm gonna change this. Big alert. Ohio medical cannabis data breach. Watch now. Like, here's what you need to understand. Your driver's license, your personal, somebody could literally take this information and clone you. Do you understand what I'm saying, y'all? This is just the massive, most ridiculous problem. And this ain't even, I mean, I told y'all, I've been telling y'all I had something big to tell y'all, and this wasn't it. This intervened into that. I was like, man, I need to talk about this because everybody's going to be talking about this over the weekend. And I'm still working on the other story to get all the facts. But I also promised an update about pre rolls. And let's talk about pre rolls for a second. Well, Fireland Scientific make history being the first company to get pre-rolls in the stores all the way up at their store near their location. So they literally just walked them from across the way because the dispensary is right there in front of the cultivation facility. So I didn't get to try none Firelands. I think pre-rolls will be more available in the next 2 weeks is what I'm being told. I've seen pictures of pre-rolls in process being made, but they're not in storage yet. I'm like, why you showing me a picture of it? Well, show me where's the real thing, dude? You show me a picture of the pre-roll. Let me see that thing. Let me like that. But the big news that I want to break about the pre-rolls is that medical patients will be allowed to buy regular pre-rolls, but we will not be able to buy infused pre-rolls. Why? Why? I don't know. I think that's stupid. But this is Ohio, where here we are 5 years in the legalization, and we're just now getting some pre-rolls. And at this point in time, I think what a lot of companies are probably gonna do is take a bunch of weed that they've been get rid of and just start stuffing pre rolls with all this stuff that we don't even care about, and then saying it's infused. Don't do that, market. Don't do that because we ain't gonna buy it. So let me know if you in the comments would be interested in a pre-roll. Also, let me know if you are interested in the pre-roll. Name some of the strains in the comments. Either this is replay or not. Name some of the strains that you think should be in the first pre-rolls. And I want you to put in the comments infused or not infused. For those who are newbies or people that don't know a lot about cannabis, an infused pre-roll simply means that the plant material, the weed, the herb, is grounded up, and maybe they've added some distillate, shatter, diamonds, hash, or rosin, or live rosin to the mixture of the said pre-roll. Yes, you can do this at home. And we'll be doing a whole video on how to stuff your own pre-roll right here on Ohio Cannabis Live. So make sure you keep an eye out for the how I stuff my pre-rolls. Now, the cat's out the bag. And yes, Bigfoot videos are coming back. Keep an eye out for my little buddy Emily Carter. Emily Carter, it's hilarious. And make sure that at this moment in time, you like, share, subscribe this video. We only got 3 likes, so I don't know what happened, but it's important these messages get out here. It's Friday night. I mean, people probably are in traffic and all this, so we get a lot of people replay this. But at the end of the day, it's a big thing when a data breach happens, and if you're probably familiar, we're probably numb to data breaches. So let me know if you've had data breaches before, if you've been participating in data, you've already experienced data breaches and other things. And also I would like to know what you've got going on for the weekend. As far as are you cooking outside, you doing a cookout, you're taking a road trip. We want to know what you got going on for the weekend. If you want to share it, if you don't, no worries. And at the same time, we also want to let people know that we are going to start trying to figure out how to take care of those who have been forgotten. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what I mean by that. So I feel like certain groups of people aren't getting any attention in the cannabis space. One group of people that I feel is being neglected is seniors. So we're going to do something about this. Um, I think the first thing I thought about doing was doing a podcast for seniors, but then I thought that's gonna make me feel like I'm a senior. I know they got this guy, shout out to the senior stoner. I think that's what he calls himself. So there is somebody out there that calls himself that, I think. But I do think here in Ohio, there is a disconnect about a lot of things. Like, for example, people getting transportation to and from dispensaries. We don't have delivery yet, but we do have people that can get transportation, but it costs a lot of money to get an Uber and Lyft. So we got to start figuring out how we can create some ways to help seniors get to these dispensaries. Also, another issue that seems to continue to happen is, where are these dispensaries? There is 159 dispensaries currently active and open and licensed for medical and recreational cannabis in Ohio. There is actually, what I was just told today, 90 plus dispensary licenses and just hold, like they haven't done anything. They're not operational. They have a provisional license, but they don't have dispensary. So 90 dispensaries ain't open yet. I also know that there was some more cities or locations that added additional bans to adult use or recreational cannabis. So that's something else that is going on. Um, Another thing I think that we need to start addressing is the lack of movement on expungements, the lack of movement on clearing releasing people from jail who are in there for cannabis crimes. I feel like not enough's being done about that. I've heard absolutely Nothing. I've not heard anyone who's in there for low-level cannabis crimes being released or pardoned or anything else. So I'd like to know what is the update on that. And this brings me to our town hall that is coming up on September the 6th. I'm co hosting with Ohio Normal and many others that you already know. And is this the right thing? And, I think that I can't make it no easier than just show up. Let's talk about this. Let's try to get people on the same page. What is really important is as we reach the milestone to 1 million views, is that we continue to help people understand how to participate in this process, how to have a voice, how to get it heard, and how to make a difference. Because that's what's missing. How to give feedback. I was just speaking to one of the big license holders today, and I kept telling him, I said, one thing that I think is important, y'all need to do, we need to get more feedback from people who are in the industry, not in the industry, but people, consumers, and listen to what they are concerned about and what their needs and wants are and what they think is missing from the market. And I think a lot of information is lost in translation from complaints and people just constantly repeating the same thing. Go to Michigan, go to Michigan, go to Michigan, go to Michigan. And I just let y'all know things in Michigan are not as great as they may appear. And I don't want y'all think I'm throwing shade on people going to Michigan, but I'm just want to let you know that things are not going good in Michigan right now. And a lot of places are going to probably be closing soon. And there's going to be some hard times up there. And this is going to probably be very similar to what we saw happen in Colorado. So the town hall is going to be at the Columbus main library here in Columbus, Ohio. It's downtown. September the 6th, Coastings with Ohio Normal and many others from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. is absolutely free and open to the public. You feel free to come on down if you're nearby. If you think we should have a town hall in your community, I'm all ears. I'm all open for that. The importance of this town hall is that it is a week before they go back to the session, before they go back at it. So this is the last time we have to kind of explain to people what is actually going on and what we can do about what's about to happen, and talk about what's already been lost, about how we've already lost the social equity. We've already had some concessions about the community host fund. Um, I don't know what's going to happen with the expansion of qualifying conditions or expansion of method of consumption. Some of these things still have not yet been worked out. I know everybody's excited about pre rolls, but there were a lot of other things on that method of consumption in issue two that we didn't have in the medical that will now be, well, should be available. We still need to discuss the delivery, which was in issue two, and if they're going to try to take it away from us, or we need to try to fight for it to make sure we get it for especially seniors and those who are sick and disabled and have a lot of pain and stuff like me, who sometimes don't want to go stand in line at the dispensary, who don't want to ride in the car all the way over there, or who don't want to just sit in line somewhere. So we have to think there's a lot of people who are doing that. I also know, I just had a check in, that we still have about 90,000 medical patients. That's down dramatically from the 146, 150,000 plus that we had. So now, as you can see, what's happening is there's not being a lot of attention to medical. They said they was going to prioritize this and make us a priority and all that. And I'm not seeing a really concerted effort of that. And more importantly, I feel like everything is really just being geared towards recreational now, and things that we would have never they would have never allowed under medical. They're all of a sudden happy with in medical and allowing these things to happen. And I want us to be more open and a better program, but I just think they should have loosened up a lot sooner, and they still need to loosen up on the advertising to help people understand what's what and what's not, and the confusion between THCA and hemp and on and on and on. We just don't have everything organized in the way it should be for what we're doing here. The way that our system is, it's confusing and it's hard for people to follow what's legal and what's not. I'm looking at some of y'all's comments. Um, You can't believe that the Millersburg wants a dispensary. Well, that's good news. I remember we were talking about that. Hey, Captain Green Toker. Going to see Gravely tomorrow night. Okay, that sounds great. Uh, a band of Grim Reaper pot smokers. Okay, cool. That's what's up. And what's up, my good friend Little Mac 86? We a senior in our group to help represent and work with you maybe. Okay, that's a great idea. Um, yeah, Cap, yep, that's right. She was just giving you an update. Your data has been breaches many times. Okay, yep, so you understand it. You understand it completely, Lynette. So you understand it. And like I said, I know a lot of people who are still thinking like it's not that important because there's so many of them. But I think what makes this different is when you look at other data breaches, it's like they stole your credit card number and everything. This is your medical. This is like in some cases, if you had to fill out an assessment form about your mental health, this is a little bit more detailed information about you than the regular data breach. And that's why I felt it was important to make today's show about securing your data and about this data breach. So before I wrap today's show up, I'm going to go over some things with you I think are useful from a tech standpoint to let you know what you should be thinking about with this data breach. The first thing I want people to do is if you did, and I see that the survey is saying 75% of you did not use a wild marijuana card, but just be careful because they might have been operating under some other name. And I think you should still be checking and keeping your eyes open because they may not have been the only organization with a data breach problem. This might be the only one that got caught. Okay, so first thing I want to tell you is always make sure that you are keeping up with changing your login for the registry to check your days. If you're still in the medical cannabis program, keep that password up to date. Make sure it's not something that people might be able to figure out. If you've got a lot going on, if you're planning to buy a car, if you're planning to buy a house, I recommend that you carefully monitor your credit right now, regardless of whether you think you were involved in this breach or not. I anticipate people to see things happen in the next year or so. You could see something. These when they take people's information, they don't necessarily act on it right away. So be mindful over the next 12 months. You could all of a sudden have a mysterious problem with your bank where all of a sudden charges are coming out that don't make sense. Or worse, someone could steal your identity. And I want to explain to y'all what that's like because I've been through this multiple times. And it's more serious than you think. One time I had a person had stolen my ID and gotten pulled over by the police and basically committed a crime. So then when I got pulled over by the police, I went to jail for nothing. Oh, I was furious. So when I got out, I went right back to the police station, right to the detective unit, and says, "This wasn't me. I ain't. This wasn't me. I ain't never owned no Nissan ever. Still have never owned a Nissan to this day." And that's the car they were driving when they committed the crime. So y'all not gonna believe this, but the police looked into it and they caught the guy with my ID in hand. And they sent the police to my house like, "We got him." So then I go to court and I was like, "Man, I want my money back. I want an apology. You guys didn't check to see who I really was. Whoever the officer, he failed to verify my ID. I should be suing y'all. I should have sued them for my time and messing up my life. I had never been in jail. I never done anything wrong, never been in trouble. My record was spotless. So I had to basically clear my record because I was not this person. So yeah, I went to jail, y'all, and it like tell it to the judge and all that. Like that all happened to me. Book it, the mug shot, everything for absolutely nothing. So it's serious, and that's just one instance. Another time, I went to a Wendy's and they cloned my card at the Wendy's. They don't think I figured it out, but I figured it out. Wendy's in Logan. If you ever live near Wendy's in Logan, man, be on the lookout. They do it all the time, man. You're wondering what's taking so long to get your car back at the fast food place or whatever. You got to pay attention. How do I think it was Wendy's in Logan, the clone? Well, because right after that transaction, there was other transactions. And they even tried to make it look like me. Like, like they was literally shopping in Columbus somehow. So you really gotta be careful. And this is an important lesson. When it comes to your medical information, be very protective of it, because if someone can gain this information, can use this to authenticate you in a way that will allow them to take access to your things. So don't glaze over this video. Don't glaze over what I'm saying here. Oh, it's this weed stuff. Nah. It's your information that they have mishandled. And obviously, if there's other companies out there, I will share this with you. If there's another company that's a data breach and you didn't act on it, you need to, because some of these data breaches pay out money, and I do mean money. I'll tell you another one you might not know. There's an AT&T data breach settlement. They're talking anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000. You will reach out and touch someone, man. $5,000, man. That's a lot of money for a data breach. Most times they'll give you like $10, $20. But with this situation here, even though the survey is saying 67% of you didn't use Ohio marijuana card, I would love to see the survey after the show, because there were a lot of people that used the Ohio marijuana card, because Ohio marijuana card was one of the first companies to actually offer Ohio marijuana recommendations. And they were operating back in 2018. So they were one of the first ones. So think hard about it. Maybe you forgot. It's been so many years now. That's why we want to make sure people know about this. All right. So as far as the pre-rolls, did y'all answer me out on that? Are y'all gonna actually try out some of these pre-rolls? Um, Probably can get paralysis from jail, parasites from jail. I don't know. Jail are gross. Yes, they are. My bank card was stolen twice. It's crazy. I mean, this is really crazy. Didn't the person get fingerprinted? Yeah, you get fingerprinted too. Yeah, I had to go through the whole thing, and I was like, I want all that erased out the system because I ain't did shit. I was so mad. I went in the police station like no other person would. I went in there. They was like, "Can I help you?" I said, "I'm looking for the detective." They like, "Detective for what?" I said, "Somebody tried to be me." You should. What do you mean? I said, "Well, I want it straightened out." They was like, "Okay." What do you mean? I said, "Man, listen, I went to jail for nothing. I want it straightened out ASAP." So, like I said, I went to the detective and they looked into it. They looked at me, looked at the notes, looked at the computer. It's like, "This ain't you." I was like, "I know that it ain't me, bruh." Like, you see what I'm saying? So y'all wronged me. So, it's a good thing they captured the individual who was doing it, and I don't know what happened to them. I don't care, honestly. But I just tell y'all that story. I share that with you to let you know how important your information is, and that you can have this happen to you. And it can. I'm gonna tell you one other story that's happened, and it who never know how this could be. I don't think it's related to this, but someone stole my information, and they filed a fake tax refund in my name. Yeah. So I'm saying this is some serious shit. Yeah. And then they IRS shut it, and the IRS, these dummies, they let it through. And they know it wasn't even right. And then they came after me for the money. Even though they knew it wasn't right. They knew it was fraud. They still tried to get me. Still trying to get me. So this data stuff, this, I feel very personal about this situation, and that's why when this happened, and I got the message, I was like, oh, this will be easy for me to talk about this here because this touched me personally, not once, not twice, not even 3 times, maybe 5 or 6 times. So again, the main message today in the show is to make sure, um, you know what's going on. How AI determine what tracking systems do to wait, okay, hold on. Let me read what you're saying. Um why are we still talking about jail? Okay, or doppelganger. We're talking about the cloning. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, there can be the cloning going on, and that there's so much of that going on where you can just clone people, and there's so many things going on with security. So you want to make sure that you change your passwords, and you know, there's just so much going on. Someone stole your social security number in Texas. Wow, wow, that's deep, y'all. I mean, all the way down to Texas. But I mean, there's a thing you can look at. I think I can pull this up, y'all. It's like the national hacking database thingy. Let me see this. Hold on. I think that I can pull this up. Like it's like the global hacking map where it shows all the different hacking going on all over the world in real time. Um, I think it. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Um, I think this is it right here, y'all. Let me see. This is it. Let me see. Oh no, it's taking a long time to load. Yeah, we about to go. We about to go active on with this. This will be a great background. We about to pull this up, y'all, and see if it'll load up. If not, it won't. But um, yeah, it's loading now. And look at the United. Look at that, y'all. We under attack right now, bro. Oh, it's happening in real time. Y'all can't. It ain't showing you yet. It's a delay. Y'all about to see it right there. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Look at that. Look, this is wild, y'all. This is going on right now. This ain't no game. This is really happening. This is what it looks like. I'm showing y'all because Mastermind be watching stuff y'all wouldn't believe that I'd be monitoring things like this, but I am monitoring things like this, and this is a scary thing when you see it and you realize how bad it is. You're like, wow. I mean, I never had no idea that it's going on like what you're showing there on the map. I mean, this is really crazy, right? This is happening. And look at that, Netherlands. Look, Netherlands is getting ready to go down. It's getting ready to go down. I'm gonna zoom in on it so y'all can see it better. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let me see. Look at that. It's going down, man. So this is the thing. Like I said, you have the you have people that this is what they do all day. They're basically their goal is to attack and exploit information. And basically, what else happened? Uh, oh, you can't read this, but right now it says there are 12,000. No, my bad. 12 million, y'all. 12,736,000 attacks on this day. Mexico's getting attacked right now. Look, United States, look at that, boy. We hit them back. Look at that. We hitting them back, y'all. Y'all see that? Hey, we can sit here and watch this all day, man. Look at that. Florida, look at that. We're under attack, y'all, right now. Do y'all understand this is real life warfare, man? Look at that. Look at that. We're getting attacked. Look at the internal hacking right there happening internally. Look at that. And then boom, look at that. Look at that. Israel, Taiwan. This is wild. Look at that. This is like an epic battle. And it's telling me on the other side of the screen, you guys can't see it, but it's showing me in real time what these attacks are. So I could see the attack. Like here go one, we're fighting them back now. Look, we're shooting back. Boom, boom, boom. Watch, here it comes. We're hitting. They're hitting us now. We're getting ready to fire back. Watch. Look, now they're hitting Mexico. Boom. Play by play. United States, Germany, we're all fighting. We're all hacking each other now. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Boom. Look, we're fighting them back. Look at our laser beam, man. Like, look, we're sending malware back to them. Look at that. So down at the bottom, I'll give you the color. So when you see the orange colors, those are exploits. If you see purple, that's phishing. And if you see red, that's malware. And malware is like whether it's messing up your computers, making everything go haywire. Um, so the main thing you are watching right now is the exploit. And exploit basically just means breaking into some or trying to hack. And as you can see, if you look, the United States, man, we are fighting them back, man. Look at that. Look at that. United States is fighting with Israel. I mean, wait. I don't know, man. What's going on? Look, now look at that. We're having a big internal fight now all of a sudden. Wow. This is wild, man. I just want to know what y'all think. This is just wild. And this is just this is just wild just to see this happening and to see how it's evolving. Like to see the attacks, it's just really crazy, man. See what this is here. We getting in. See if we getting any breaking news or anything else. Uh, nope. All right. So again, today I do want you to do me a favor because we wrapping up the show. Is to let me know what's for dinner. I want to know what your reaction is to this breach information. Even if you weren't a part of it, I still want you to give me your reaction in the comments, so that'll help build the algorithm. We're trying to make sure that we get up to 1 million views. So we definitely gonna need all the support we can get from you. And I just want to personally thank everybody who has helped Ohio Cannabis Live get to where we are right now. And I like saying we because it is a we thing now. It used to just be me, but now it's we. And we're just going to keep getting bigger and we're just going to keep building. And so I will close with saying something that I talked about on the special live stream, and that is that we are going to actively be looking for a new building to operate out of so that we can have like a base of operations, to do our expo, to do our content, and upgrade from being here in the kitchen or at the house or wherever I might be. You can never really tell the way I make it look, right? I do make it look really good, don't I? So we definitely are looking to upgrade things dramatically. And while I'm sitting here talking to you, I mean things are even getting worse than what it was. I mean, look at this, y'all. Oh wait, it went away. But man, it was like the whole bunch of stuff was turning red. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. They're sending over the phishing malware attacks now. Look at that. They're going back and forth. So this is definitely the real life cyber war that's going on out here. And these people are using this information not only to steal and manipulate our information and try to make our lives miserable, they are also using information to cause problems with computer systems and other things. So it's important. So today I think that we want to make sure people know that there's going to be something. You made me get a spam call. Ha ha ha. Yeah, right. I'm thinking pizza. All right. Yeah, I mean we're thinking here we're gonna do Panera. So I'm working on that. I'm thinking I'm gonna get me some soup and I'm gonna get me a sandwich of some sorts probably. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Um, so yeah, I thank all of y'all for being here. I put out some new meme videos just to have a little fun. They're just a little fun. We're gonna see if they help us take us over. Now, I do want to say, when we crack the 1 million views, when we do this, I'm gonna come on live. I've got a gold coin, a gold coin, a gold coin, a 24 karat gold cone, not coin, that I will be lighting for celebration purposes. Um, and it'll be stuffed with some layer cake, and it'll already be stuffed, and I'll be showing it to you. I also want to let you know I cut my first ice cream cake clones today. So ice cream cake clones, I'm hoping coming. And I mean, when you see these lemon cherry gelato clones, man, it's gonna be nice. So I hope. So and then we'll check in on our layer cakes. I got some layer cakes coming. So also, I will be speaking at the Ohio Cannabis Health and Business Summit in October, in Cleveland. So all my people in Cleveland and the surrounding areas, it's all right to go ahead and get you a ticket to OHBS because I will be in the building and I will be there. So I will see y'all in Cleveland if I don't see you in September, and I will be working on planning the 1 million view Ohio Cannabis Live celebration. With we are going to turn up like I don't know what. So I'm trying to figure that out. We're gonna need to do some fundraising to get the money for that. So I don't know how we'll fundraise it. We'll figure that out, but we're working on that. We're still looking on the venue for the Ohio Cannabis Expo. and I'm still looking for volunteers to help with recording videos, editing videos, the hard work that we have to do here at Ohio Cannabis Live. And it's just been a journey, and I just want to let y'all know that I'm not feeling the greatest, so I don't want to like tell my own future because I don't like that. I can't say what I'll feel like later, but I just been feeling bad, man. I think part of it's just the change in the weather. Um, but I'm gonna be checking in my doctors, and I think sometimes you just have to just check in with your doctors and get some tests done, see what's happening. But all the positive energy, the love and support that I've gotten in this community from all the people has really carried me through, allowed me to endure so much more than I ever thought that I could. Every time I come sit here with you on a Friday now for 6 years, I never thought I would be doing another stream. I remember when I was doing this every day. I mean, imagine that. I was doing live streams every day, yo. And I was getting frustrated because it was only like 10 people watching it. Just like right now, there's only 15 people watching it. But I also know that by the end of the day, by the end of the week, it might be 1,000 people watch it. So I never worry about who's watching it, how many's watching it, because I know y'all here and there's numbers on the screen be inaccurate and it'd be way more. I know for a fact that 75 people already watched this stream already, and I still think that's probably not accurate because it's delayed. Hey, Mike, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you, Mama Mastermind, for the support. Again, all of you have been here with me for a long time, and some of you are still new, and I'm happy that you are here now too. And I hope that you will share this video with your friends and family who love cannabis and who love people and want to just be well, be happy, be blessed. Like I told y'all, and who those who watch the special stream, if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. I'm not going to tell you everything I said in the special stream, but I think that it is a very special stream. And if you want to see me cry, then go back and watch that stream because I definitely cried a lot in that stream. And I'm not going to cry today, but it is a very emotional time for me. And then I'm also very frustrated about some of these companies and some of the stuff they've done that we're going to have to talk about at some point. And I'm still trying to sort out all the facts. And that's why I can't really go into all of it today. But I can just say it mainly involves two companies who one wronged the other, more or less, and that they're probably might lose their licenses. That's the gist of what the story is about. That's the teaser. And as I continue to investigate this story more, I'll continue to give you little tidbits about it. And maybe y'all figure out who I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. But at some point, I will tell you more about it because I think it's important to give you the basic information about it. And maybe y'all don't care once I tell you about it. You don't care. But I still think it's important to know that this company did what allegedly did what they did, and it was totally wrong. And it definitely makes our program look bad. It makes us look bad, and that's why I'm just so frustrated with it. So again, as I continue to gather all the information and make sure I talk to the parties involved first, I'll be able to elaborate more on that. What I do plan on doing this weekend is publishing a blog post with some more information about the breach. Again, some of my recommendations of what I think people should do if you are affected, and just reminding everybody that we are having this town hall. I don't know for sure if I will be able to stream it this time or not, just simply because of how things are going with me right now. But I will do my best to try to at least get some people to take pictures and do some little clips or something like that. Hey, man! I appreciate you, Lee Mac 86, for the 420 blessings, man. My brother, I appreciate that. And thank you, Robert, for being here as well. And I appreciate you being here as well. We got so many We got like 5 Roberts in here. And shout out to my boy Craig who just bought Ohio Cannabis Live hat. The Ohio Cannabis Live merch store still lives. You can still buy a hat there. Now, what you can't do yet is buy this hat. If you want this hat, it's special order. Any of the hats you've seen me wear recently, are not on the website yet, but if I see the demand for them, then we will put them on the website. But they are a special order, and I want to tell you why real quick before I go. First of all, this is called a three-panel hat. Some of the other hats, they have like this crease in the middle, as you can see here. This there's no crease in the middle. This is not a patch, a sticker. Well, kind of it is, but as you can see, this is really on here. This is not embroidery either. See, this is not embroidery. So anyway, we also have another version of this exact same hat that has the opening in the back if you want ventilation. But if you want the hats like I'm wearing, they are special, and I got somebody making them for me. But I can get you one, and they're not that bad, but they are a little bit more than the hats that are on the website right now. But if you want to support me and help me out, you can do what they just did today with the super chats. You can become a member of the channel. All channel members, regardless of what level, get one free clone a year. Also, access to me, access to secret clips, videos, access to parties that no one knows about, access to Ohio Cannabis VIP, which is also one of our next big things we're working on. And so there is value to being a member of the channel, but just as you're a subscriber, I'm humbled that you're a subscriber. I take every subscription personally. I think that when I see one leave, I feel weird. You don't believe I can tell that when you leave and unsubscribe. I can see that. So don't unsubscribe. And I also know that 47% of you aren't subscribing to the channel, and you're not getting your cousin and your brother and your mom and everybody to subscribe. So tell them all to subscribe to the channel. I put a lot into this, and I know a lot of you um, are very, 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 very important to me. And I really do think that I have built something here that I never could have dreamed would be what it is today. But again, I just want to thank you, and I wish y'all all a very beautiful weekend. I hope the weather holds up. I do hear this rain. Don't forget to tell me in the replay what the forecast is in your neck of the woods, whether it's hot or cold, whether it's cloudy or sunny. I would like to know. And if you have any cool pictures you want to send me, don't forget to email me at info@ohiocannabislive.com, and I will be soon having a number that y'all be able to call as well. If you need to talk to me, you will be able to call me and you will be able to text me. Those will be for members. But if it's important, it doesn't matter. I want to help you talk to you if I can. I appreciate you, Bobby K, for sending me the super chat. Thank you. We might even break a record. And I just want to tell y'all we did meet our fundraising goal of $100, and so I do get paid for September. So for those who don't know this, and I'll say this and I'll let y'all go. If I don't reach $100 every payout period, which ends on the 21st day of the month, then I won't get paid from YouTube at all. And then basically what happens is all the stuff that I have to pay for Ohio Cannabis Live, I have to pay for that out of my Social Security money or whatever money I can hustle up doing something, selling something or Uber, Lyft, whatever I got to do. So if you ever see me out driving Uber or Lyft, then you know why. The secret's out. You could get a sticker or something if you catch me out there. But, you know, that's rare and few. So again, I'm looking forward to seeing all of you, or most of you, or some of you at the 1 million view celebration. Of course, all of you are invited already automatically. Hello. Um, we're trying to make it fun. I definitely would like to do it before the weather changes. And I would like to do it when I know I have a really good harvest. So I think once we look at when the layer cakes are ready, that's gonna probably be a good time. We can have like a bunch of layer cake for people to try out. That'll be cool. And then, like I said, we'll also have some free clones. You'll be able to come, and I'll have some clones as well. I can't promise that they're gonna be the ones I'm working on now. Them is kind of like fancy smancy, and but kind of hard for me. So I'm working on it. I'm gonna see how it turns out. But again, we're really working to build a place for us to operate out of that y'all can come to, and we can sit there, and people will have resources. People can do content. They can do videos. I mean, I don't. anticipate that I'll always be the only one making these videos or doing videos. We've already got other content creators in our state that are making content, and we're trying to get everybody together so we can build our own cannabis network. That's what the goal is. And we're also working to build our own cannabis documentary so we can be on the History Channel. The cat's out the bag again. I better get off here before I tell y'all some more secrets. Did I say that out loud? Did I say the History Channel out loud? I did say that. So you've seen many of these how things were made. So I plan on doing a documentary series about how we legalized. So if you want to be a part of that docu series, let me know. You want to help? Let me know. This is going to be a big deal, and I am going to try to get it on History Channel or Discovery, or if we can't get it on them, we'll publish it to our own Roku channel. We still got that Roku channel, but and we may have to put it there first, but it's going to be professionally done. It's going to be part of the reason I went to school at the music school was to learn how to be able to do this. So we're going to do it. We're going to do our own show. There's going to be a reality show about Ohio cannabis. And if you have any ideas of what we should call it, if you how many seasons should it be? How many episodes? What should be the first episode? Should it start out with me getting my card? Should it start out with Ohio marijuana card? What happened with them? um, and what companies am I going to show you inside of? I mean, there's some places I've been inside. There's video I've never shared, pictures I've never posted. Or are we going to go out and get new footage and new content? And how are we going to make it entertaining? We're also going to definitely connect with our culture, our community, and do some content about the events, the markets, all these things. Hey, Craig. Hey, good. I appreciate the super chat, Craig. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate that, man. And I thank you for purchasing the hat. And your order is being processed, my brother. So thank you again for the support, and I really appreciate it. And you getting a hat that I was just gonna retire off the site. I looked and saw your order. I was like, man, my guy got the legacy vintage hat, the one of the first ones I had. You can still y'all better order them, man. You don't be the hey Craig got his. Y'all better get yours. So if I see some more orders, I'll be watching out. So if anybody buys any hats or shirts this weekend, um, please do. That really will make my day. But all of y'all been here today and all the super chats and all the stuff we've done already in this stream has been great. And I think that uh you know we are almost to um our goal on our super chat, which could unlock a whole new thing. So I'm looking at our dashboard up here like, oh snap, we might unlock a goal. I also would like to take a special moment to recognize Lynette, Jimmy, and Captain Green Toker. First of all, Lynette, thank you for putting up with me and all the wackiness stuff that I've asked you to do to help me. Jimmy, I couldn't ask for a better friend. Um, help me get to the hospital. I mean, imagine you're on YouTube and you need help getting to the hospital. I said I wasn't gonna tear up. I'm not. I'm not. But imagine somebody that you connected with on a YouTube video end up being the person to help you get to the hospital. That's the power of this stuff. That's the power of all this. So again, thank you. Again, thank you again, Lynette, for all you've done. And Captain Green Toker, thank you for always keeping me honest and giving me the most truest feedback. All of y'all have. But again, thank you for just keeping it real with me always and always being there for me. I do appreciate you. And everyone else, I appreciate you. I want Mike, I appreciate you too. I don't know if you're in here or not. Little Mac, I enjoy getting to talk to you, and I enjoy getting to connect with y'all outside of this stream. Y'all have become my friends and family. So thank you again. And with that, I'm going to wish y'all a great. When I said that like 10 minutes ago, and I'm still talking, I'm probably in deep trouble. So I'm gonna get off here now, and I know we already broke a record today. So again, I can't wait to be making the next announcement that we are hitting 1 million views. So I think we're gonna hit it today. So I will be watching, and if at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4:20 in the morning, we did it, we did that happened. Don't be mad, I woke you up. So I'll see all y'all on the next stream very soon. I know it's gonna be quicker than you think, and thank y'all for being a part of this.